I feel like we're entering into a time where a lot of evil and misdeeds are going to be exposed. And I think that the people that are about to be exposed, that it's going to be shocking. And I think that it's going to be sad. And I just think that it's about to be a wild time. Now, because I'm online a lot and I read a lot of people are saying that Katt Williams started all of this, not necessarily started by getting someone in trouble or speaking on something. But if you remember when he went on Club Shay Shay, which is Shannon Sharp's show, one of the things that he said was that this is going to be the year of exposure. And it has been just that. I mean, even if we just start with where we're at, like right now in this present moment of Sean Combs, aka Diddy, being investigated, indicted, arrested, having lawsuits brought up against him from people who are saying that he victimized them. Like, it's just a lot. And I think that we need to buckle up for the ride. And for me, as someone who talks about, pop culture, what's happening around the world, what's happening in the industry, I'm going to honestly say that I'm a little disheartened for the simple fact that, now, before I say this, don't get me wrong. I've never been the type of person to put like anybody else on a pedestal just because of their money, their fame, and notoriety. Because at the end of the day, they're people like us. They put on their pants just like us. They bleed just like us. But because they're in a public eye, sometimes I like to report on the good things that I see, the good things that are happening, the boss moves that are being made, because I'm also a business coach and consultant. And so when I see moves being made, it's easier for me to want to talk about those things. One, because those people are already public and it kind of gives my audience like a point of reference. But number two, I wholeheartedly believe that anybody can do anything that they want to do, and that by exposing the different business ideas, ventures, boss moves, and all that good stuff that, I guess you could say these celebrities make, in hopes that, it will inspire us and inspire others to just go after our dreams and that we can do it too. But I've almost come to this place to where I can't even comfortably feel like I can cover a celebrity or talk about their boss moves or talk about the good things, because who knows like what is going to come out about them. For example, I've spoken about Diddy and his boss moves and his business moves before, and that post and that content, when I share those types of things, are well received. And now here we are dealing with these allegations, or hearing these allegations of things that he's done to people, the way that he suppressed people's career, and all of these things. And so it makes me feel as though like the things that I share about him were actually false. And now it's not 100% my fault, because at the end of the day, we don't know what these people do behind closed doors. Just like, you don't know what I do behind closed doors. I don't know what you do behind closed doors. Like, when I share these things, I'm operating in good faith off of what I can tangibly see. And so, as a creator and as someone that, you know, talks about those in the industry, not spreading rumors or not gossiping, but just really talk about the things that I see. It's really crazy. So hopefully y'all kind of understand where I'm coming from. Let me know in the comments if you do. I think the way that these things are happening and are being exposed is good for society, and I hope that it helps more than it hurts, from the simple fact that people have to realize that there's going to be like more accountability that you have to take for yourself in the position that you're in. And that's for all of us, whether we're a content creator, a celebrity, or you have a job where you're in a public eye. Like, we really have to be mindful about the things that we do, the way that we treat people, the things that we say. And for me personally, as a content creator and as someone that kind of talks about these things, the biggest thing for me is not only just making sure I'm accountable, because I know that my words and my thoughts can impact people. I know that words can hurt people. And while I want to speak truthfully to the things that I see, I also don't want to slander people and spread rumors. And so there's, excuse me, there's moving forward going to be a level of accountability, like with technology and all of these other things. It's going to be really hard for people to hide a lot of the things that they're doing. And also now more people are starting to, I'm sorry, y'all. A lot of people are starting to get empowered. They're starting to share their stories. They're starting to speak on their experiences. And so the things that used to be done in the dark are now coming to light because people are not afraid to speak up, to go online, to share. And these things can go massively viral, right? And so now these things just can't be contained to just a city or within a state or within a, a family or something like that. So I think that if anything, what we're witnessing right now should call us to consider how we live and how we operate our lives, how we treat people not only in public, but behind the scenes, because both areas matter. What you do to someone, how you make them feel when no one else is looking, how you operate yourself when no one else is looking, that's integrity. And there's no amount of money that can put that inside of you. Like, that has to be crafted and just built off of your own will and your desires to do better and to be better. And if you are, let's say, a Christian or you believe in God, then it's anchoring to the fact that there's someone higher than you that is going to hold you to a higher standard and hold you much more accountable than any person will. And so as these things transpire, as more stories comes out, as Diddy's trial develops and just moves on, I think that we're going to have a lot more things to talk about. And when I say a lot of more things to talk about, not just about Diddy and his tea and his business, but for our own business as well. And I hope these things cause us to look at ourselves, and not only look at ourselves, but to take an account of how we put people on a pedestal, or how we may think that a certain person may not be able to do wrong or something like that, just because they have money, they have the fame, the notoriety, the stature in the community. And so let me know what you think in the comments, like, about everything that's happening. And do you think that this is truly going to be a year of exposure? Do you think it's going to get worse? Do you think it's going to get better? Like, what are your thoughts and your feelings about all of this? Because that's the whole purpose of the sidebar, is really to get down to the root of these things and to get below the surface level, so that we can not only, talk about the things that are happening, but also look inward so that we do the work ourselves, so that we don't turn up like a lot of these people are turning up. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.